historically low interest rate, which will increase your buying power. Keep it locked. 4 tips for first-time homebuyers. I'm Robert Mitchell with Rodeo Realty, and our team's been helping first-time homebuyers take the plunge into home ownership for nearly 30 years. We will guide you through this process, but first, let's touch on some key information and steps you should take on your own in advance to gauge your readiness. So, right off the bat, you should calculate your debt-to-income ratio. This percentage is an essential item for lenders to use to evaluate what you can afford on mortgage payments. Now, to calculate your debt-to-income rate, you add up your monthly recurring expenses, such as credit card payments, rent, car payments, etc., and then divide by your monthly pre-tax income. This percentage provides insight into how well you're managing your debt and expenses, and in turn, your ability to make a mortgage payment. A good benchmark or rule of thumb for the debt-to-income ratio is for homeowners to stay below 36%. Next, I would suggest not taking on any new debt or financing any large expenditures, and do not by any means open up any new lines of credit. This new debt and expenses could negatively affect the terms of your mortgage. Next up, you should pull your free annual credit report. And if you're not already using a credit monitoring service, I highly suggest you sign up for one. These services can flag any suspicious activity, lowering your incidence of identity theft, as well as helping you, and I think more importantly, helping you address any negative marks on your credit score. So most lenders do require a score of 620 or better to apply for a mortgage. So to recap, you're going to want a debt-to-income ratio below 36% and a credit score greater than 620. So if you have that, congratulations. It's time to move on to the next step. Start contacting lenders to get a pre-qualification letter. A pre-qualification or a pre-approval letter is a document from a lender stating they are tentatively ready to lend you a certain amount for a mortgage. The process to obtaining a pre-qual letter requires minimal paperwork and is very easy. And the good news is it does not negatively affect your credit score or hit your credit like a normal credit check does. Having a pre-qualification letter is crucial, as most realtors will require this before showing you properties, and definitely sellers will require this before they entertain an offer from you. So we're now at the stage where it's time for you to select the right realtor. And many people just look to family and friends looking for a referral. But by no means should that ever be your only consideration. This agent they recommend could be someone's cousin or brother who would be great to hook them up, but if they're out of their depths, they're not helping you. You need to find the right agent for you. And this should include identifying a community market leader specific to the neighborhood you're looking to move into. This neighborhood specialist will know the ins and outs regarding inventory, both on and off market. They also will have insights into the type of maintenance that should be performed for homes in that area due to concern for earthquakes, pests. They will also have a good working knowledge of the school districts. And this realtor can also help make recommendations for the inspections you should have completed before removing your contingencies and closing. This is so crucial because it's going to provide peace of mind that you're not walking into a money pit. Some additional considerations when selecting a realtor is finding someone that has perhaps a good working knowledge of construction and a Rolodex of contractors so they can make a referral to ensure any home improvements you decide to take on after purchase are completed by an expert you can trust. This is going to save you time and money. One last thing to consider when selecting your agent is making sure you guys are comfortable with each other and it's good vibes. This should include their communication style, their responsiveness, their availability to be there for you on your schedule. Buying your first home can be an emotional experience, so having a trusted advisor that maintains their fiduciary duty to you above all else is going to go a long way to build your confidence, to help you guide you through a clean transaction and closing and your dream home. Finally, I want to discuss the deposit, particularly the amount of cash you would have on hand to place down on your new home. I'm sure many of you have already heard the benchmark that the deposit should be 20% of the purchase price. Very often, especially for first-time home buyers, this could be a challenge as they don't have the benefit from leveraging the proceeds from the sale of an existing home to use as his down payment. But I've got some good news, guys. You may not need the full 20% cash. As a matter of fact, more than half of buyers are actually putting 20% down these days through leveraging various lending programs and financial tools. There are many considerations that your lender or agent will walk you through with these programs, and I'm going to actually touch on a bit in the next video in the installment. So if you've made it this far, thank you so much, and please consider throwing me a like and a subscribe. And if you'd like to drop me a comment letting me know that this was helpful, I would really love that. I want to help you and I want to serve you. So this is Robert with Robert Mitchell Homes and Rodeo Realty, and I'm looking forward to seeing you next time.